Finding ways to lower your monthly bills can be tricky, especially if you want to maintain the same level of service at no extra charge.
In today's climate, you might be surprised at what you can save simply by picking up the phone. We found out if you keep a few steps in mind and take the right approach, you can save hundreds of dollars a year just by asking.
Yeah, my husband just got a big pay cut at work, and we're trying to cut costs, and wondering if we're going to keep our satellite TV.
Courtney and Jason Marazzo, a working family of two, facing the challenges of the economic downturn.
And I'm just thankful I have a job, you know. So.
But you took a hit, huh?
Yeah, about $1,000 a month. Yeah, doing the same amount of work.
Do you okay for Keenan?
Bethany Cuppins is a wife, full-time mother of two boys. Today she has 2-year-old Jack at home and works part-time. A busy life. Two families looking for ways to save on their monthly expenses without sacrificing service. I found some simple yet effective ways to help them just by picking up the phone. The first step is knowing your payment history before you call.
And they were doing a lot of deals for new customers, so I think it's time maybe to press them and see if we can get something for long-standing good customers. So
we started with Bethany's newspaper subscription.
I'm just wondering, is there a way to help out the long-time good customer that you've got there, like in me?
In a matter of 5 minutes, the spokesman review dropped her yearly rate by $13.
So it's like basically over the course of the year getting a free month. So a little something. I mean, it's not a huge bill, so, you know, they can't do too much, I suppose, but it helps. Every little bit helps.
Next, we tackled Courtney's satellite TV service with Dish Network.
$5 off for the next 12 months.
Per month?
Yeah. $5 credit.
Nice.
For a year.
From $50 a month down to $45. Her phone call timed out at 6 minutes for a savings of $60.
It was really easy because I just asked, and she said, yeah, I can give you a $5 credit. Is that okay?
You heard correctly. All she did was ask. These days, companies are so desperate to keep you as a customer, they're willing to do whatever it takes to make you happy, as Bethany found out.
She was appreciative to keep our business, and she kind of, I think, understood our situation where I had one end saying, let's get rid of it, and I'm saying, well, I'd like to keep it, but if we can find some middle ground.
If you're not satisfied, ask for the company's customer retention department, a team set up specifically to keep your business. Sometimes a customer service representative doesn't have the authority to give you a discount. Another important reminder, especially with highly competitive industries like cell phone providers, do your research.
I know Verizon, I've been looking at their plans, and they have seemingly lower plans, lower price per month. I'm just calling to see if you guys can possibly match that, or...
Courtney and Jason have cell phone service through AT&T, but once they mentioned their competitors' prices and their need to save money, the AT&T representative bent over backwards to keep their business.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
In fact, AT&T reduced the Marazzo's rate, gave them an upgraded data plan, and more free minutes for their smartphones. Total savings? $480 a year between both phones.
We're just, you know, revamping our budget, and we've just got to find some ways to get the money to stretch a little farther here.
Letting your service provider know that money is tight and you have to cut costs or else usually gets their attention, even the cable company.
So I'm hoping maybe that there's a way to get a lower rate for the same services that we're doing.
When Bethany got on the phone with Comcast, they started offering her extras.
Okay, well, that's kind of what I'm already paying now. So I'm kind of interested in lowering the cost of what I'm paying, not so much getting a lot of extra stuff.
Like other companies we called, Comcast gave Bethany a short-term discount.
And how long would that $10 a month discount be good for? 6 months.
A $60 savings over 6 months.
You know, a little bit on hold is a small price to pay for, you know, getting some money back. Yeah. And we're not changing anything that we're doing, which is really cool.
We next called Quest, Courtney's internet provider.
And I was just calling to see if it was possible that we could save any money on our monthly internet bill that we have.
The initial offer from Quest wasn't going to save her money, but then Quest offered her a deal to test a new high-speed service for 3 months at a discount. If she didn't like it, she could return to her existing plan and still pocket an $80 savings. So to recap what we saved Courtney and Jason, $60 on satellite TV, $83.98 on internet, and $480 for cell phone service plus 100 free minutes for a grand total of $623.98.
Every little bit helps.
For sure. For sure.
Yearly savings for Bethany, $60 for Comcast cable and $13 on her Spokesman Review subscription. 2 simple calls for $73 worth of savings.
Now you kind of get your bills out in front and, take a few minutes and start calling. And it's a lot quicker than clipping coupons and running all over town.
Grand total yearly savings for both families, nearly $700, proving in this economy, a little time, research, and a few phone calls can save you big money.
We pay $10 each line.
So to recap those steps, know your history. Don't be afraid to ask. Then ask for the company's customer retention department. Do your research and let the service provider know you may have to cancel your service.
Pretty impressive. So is everything negotiable?
Almost everything. One of the service providers we found non-negotiable, public utilities, such as Avista, when those rates are locked in. Now for home and car insurance, you can get some better rates if you raise your deductibles on certain coverages, but that cost or that savings really is minimal. So now you're saving money on your monthly bills. How about lowering your credit card interest rate? We can do that in just 5 minutes on KXOY.com. My previous report on how you can save hundreds on your credit card bill with another simple phone call. Just look at our top stories on KXOY.com to see how. You'll never miss a story with our website, KXOY.com.